Good morning, everyone. Dear students, today we will read the poem A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. About the poet, John Keats was a British romantic poet. Although trained to be a surgeon, Keats decided to devote himself wholly to poetry. Keats' secret, his power to sway and delight the reader, lies primarily in his gift for perceiving the world and living his moods and aspirations in terms of language. Sway means to impress, perceiving means to see. According to the poet, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. It gives us permanent happiness. When we look at objects of beauty, we feel happy, and the lasting impression that such objects leave on our mind continue to give us pleasure even when they are no longer in our sight. In the present times of acute stress and anxiety, the objects of beauty attain even greater significance. When our mind is anxious and worried, the very sight of beautiful things often comes as a relief and provides us comfort and happiness for the moment. Appreciating beautiful things is like appreciating God, who has bestowed them upon mankind as a gift so that we can derive happiness and solace from them. Proximity to beautiful things brings us closer to the Creator, in whom lies the ultimate power to grant us relief from all anxieties and worries. Therefore, it is sure to bring everlasting happiness all the times. Let's continue the poem. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. It provides eternal and everlasting joy to us because it leaves an indelible imprint on our mind, and we relive the joyful experience whenever we think about it. Its loveliness increases means the loveliness of a beautiful thing increases manifold each time we visualize it on our mind screen. It will never pass into nothingness means the joy provided by a beautiful thing is eternal. The imprint it leaves on our mind cannot be erased, but will keep a bower quiet for us. A thing of beauty stores for us the gift of a quiet bower, and a sleep full of sweet dreams and a healthy and quiet breathing. It implies that beautiful sights act like nutrition for a healthy mind and thus refresh and relax us by driving away our restlessness. This makes our breathing easy and comfortable. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of despondence, of the inhuman dearth of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and overdarkened ways made for our searching. Beauty inspires us to keep alive our bond with nature. And so, every morning we weave a wreath of flowers which binds us to the earth. Keeps as a worshipper of beauty, feels that every morning, by weaving a beautiful string of flowers, we strengthen our bond with nature. The flowery band keeps our bond with nature constant and unbroken. The poet sees life as a struggle where man often suffers pain and loss of hope. Spite of despondence refers to the sufferings and dejections which man experience at various junctures of life. Inhuman dearth of noble natures means there is an inhuman dearth of noble natures because man is inherently selfish. There are only a few who possess nobility of character and rise above petty differences and show generosity. Our days are made gloomy by the pangs of defeat and loss of hope that we suffer when our path towards success gets obstructed by the deceit and selfishness of our colleagues. The unhealthy and overdarkened ways refers to the trials and tribulations we encounter in the journey of life. To be able to enjoy the light at the end of the dark tunnel, the poet motivates us to leave behind the darkness. Yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pole from our dark spirits, such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady bone for simple shape. Such are daffodils with the green world they live in. In spite of all refers to all the pessimistic and negative thoughts that obstruct our way to happiness. In spite of the sense of hopelessness and gloom, we are able to find our happiness in the beautiful objects of nature. Beauty in any shape or form helps us in driving away the sadness and despair from the dark corners of our life. The poet sees beauty at its best through the various objects of nature. He appreciates the simple and serene beauty through the images of the sun, the moon, the trees young and old, the ship, the daffodils, musk roses, the green pastures, and the rivers. And clear rills that again for themselves a cooling cover make against the hot season. The mid-forest brake, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose bloom, and such too is the grandeur of the domes. Clear rills refers to the rivers and streams, which are the natural source of water, the auxiliary of life. Streams are beneficial to mankind by supporting the survival of life. In addition, these are beautiful sights, providing cooling effect in the hot season. The thick forest undergrowth, which is brimming with musk rose flowers spread in between, is the mid-forest brake. Grandeur of the dome implies that in nature, growth and decay go hand in hand. Since they are two vital aspects of life, the poet sees beauty even in decay and death. The grandeur of doom is also a source of everlasting joy because decay and death of doom provided ground for new and beautiful nature. We have imagined for the mighty dead all lovely tales that we have heard or read, an endless fountain of immortal drink pouring unto us from the heavens brink. The mighty dead refers to those great men and warriors who glorified death by embracing it gracefully. The poet refers to the mighty dead because beauty can be seen not only in birth and growth, but also in death and decay. We have kept them alive in our memory by hearing or reading lovely tales about their bravery. These tales are an everlasting source of motivation for us. Beauty in all shapes, whether in growth or in decay, is an endless fountain from which we can drink the immortal drink of life. It is a perennial source of motivation and a gift showered upon us by the divine power. Beauty is the greatest gift of God to man, which has been showered upon us from the heaven. This beauty is eternal and everlasting. Thus, we can say that a thing of beauty is a joy forever, and we must keep in touch with the beautiful objects of nature. Okay.